From day one, the minute he started working, he was very natural. Found his work very easy, and he was a horse never blew much, very clear-winded, very good mover.
And would you say that he improved as he went on? Did he improve all the time?
I'd say he did, yeah. As racing went, he kept getting better. He got more professional. He travelled very well. He had a great mind. There's no doubt he got better and better as the year went on. At 3, anyway, definitely. Yeah, very sound, clear-limbed, clear-winded. Very good mind. Very easy to train. Yeah, it's his temperament. He loved travelling. He didn't take much work, so he was very natural. So he was easy to travel. He never always ate, slept, and drank very well, and took light work, took his light exercise very well, and no, he was always very natural. Yeah, absolutely. I think he was just touched off a couple of times. He was very unlucky in running. Because he had such pace, we always decided to drop him in and play him late. And obviously, when you do that, a race can work for you, or it doesn't always work for you. Like we always felt a 1.25 miles on fast ground, fastly run race was his best trip, and just sit in just behind the leaders because he was able to quicken up. It's a trait that's very important in horses, but very few horses have it. A lot. Yeah, I suppose tactical speed is when you can pop and get a position very easily, but he was able to quicken at the end of it as well, which made him very different. Good fast ground. He had form here. I think he won in. I remember being very surprised that he won in bad ground as a 2-year-old, but he wasn't a soft ground horse. Real fast ground. It couldn't be fast enough. Real daisy cutting action. So it couldn't be quick enough for him really. Yeah, I suppose that was just ability. Listen, he was a real fast ground horse. He hardly used to bend his knee when he was galloping. He was very low moving, but like I suppose he had a big engine, and that's why he was able to get through the heavy ground. Yeah, he was able to travel very easily, and I suppose we used just to concentrate and get him to relax. But when he did relax and he would travel, he would quicken really. Like he would have no problem mowing down horses in the last few furlongs if he was anywhere close to him at all. And then when he used to get to the front, he used to do a lot. So there was probably even a lot more in there than we really saw, I would imagine. Yeah, he did. Yeah, got to the front. I remember Ryan saying he got there a little bit earlier than he wanted.
Will you just say, so that I know what race you're talking about, will you say in the Secretariat Stakes?
Yeah, okay, perfect.
And in your own time?
Perfect. In the Secretariat Stakes in Arlington, he just got to the front a little bit early, Ryan felt, and he used to just get lonely when he'd go there. But it's a very competitive race and still won very easily.
Yeah, he won it fair and square, no arguments, I think.
No, absolutely, quickened up, and the race he put the race to bed very quick.
Very, very good.
He went to Australia, which was... I suppose that was the lads had that idea that he could be a horse that could do that, and obviously they were dead right. He was a quick horse, travelled well, handled fast ground. 1.25 miles was perfect for him. A race with nice pace on, and Ryan gave him a brilliant ride on the day, dropped him in, and TJ and David, who went with him, did a great job with him. But they said that he was he behaved very well, travelled very well, and took his training down there very well. So it was excellent, really.
And I suppose there's not a more prestigious race than the Cox Plate.
No, I think maybe the unusual thing about it was he was after having a full, tough, hard season here.
Actually, just say, and the unusual thing about going to the Cox Plate was he had and the Cox Plate hit him.
Yeah, the unusual thing about him running in the Cox Plate and winning it was, I suppose, he had a very hard, tough season here. He travelled all over the world, and I think he was at a big disadvantage, weight for age, for his age down there. So I think it was a very unusual thing that any horse would be able to do it especially after having a season like he had. Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, Ryan gave him a great ride, and he was always just going to get him relaxed, and he had great confidence in the way he was able to pick up. I suppose it's his acceleration what made him very special, and obviously you couldn't do that with a horse unless they had fierce acceleration, and he was able to do it. Oh yeah, very. Listen, we were really looking forward to him for the Prince of Wales here. Listen, we were hoping that he'd come back, obviously. Like early as possible. But listen, it leaves a big void here. Like he was a horse going to be able to compete in all those big high summer races, you know, like the Prince of Wales, the Eclipse, all those races. But listen, he's going to have hopefully a great stud down in Australia now, great stud career. Obviously, he's by the greatest stallion in the world and the most determined stallion in the world, and he's a great blend. His dam won the Queen Mary, so. Loads of speed. Listen, that's when Galileo was really at his best, when he gets a fast mare under him, because they have tactical speed and they have that incredible will to win. Very clean, sound wind and limb, you know, so he could be a very special stallion. Obviously, as you know, Adelaide is out of, by Galileo, out of a Royal Ascot winner, and his dam won the Queen Mary, which would be the fastest 2-year-old race in this part of the world. And a filly that can run that fast over 5 furlongs that early has to be very quick. And like obviously, he's the perfect blend of speed with Galileo, so that's what makes him very special. Yeah, loved. Listen, the better the race, the more atmosphere around, the faster the ground, the better he was. Yeah, there's no doubt he's going to have a great career stud. He's very sound, wind and limb, a lot of tactical speed, great determination, handle fast ground, and like obviously had a concrete constitution.